Doing? I'm Chris, the Raspberry Pi lawyer, and today I'm going to tell you how to put together a Raspberry Pi desktop system for under $100. So now the first thing you want to do, of course, if you're going to build a Raspberry Pi computer for less than $100 is you want to get a Raspberry Pi. This, of course, is a Raspberry Pi computer. The one that I got is made by Vilros, or has a case made by Vilros. It's a clear case, comes with the 2 heat sinks, which you really don't need unless you're overclocking the computer. But nevertheless, it's nice to have them. So a nice, good-looking clear case and the Raspberry Pi. Now, of course, it's about the size of a credit card. The Pi itself is $35. With the case, $50. Go ahead and be a big spender and get the case for about $50. And so the Raspberry Pi, of course, has USB ports, an HDMI slot, and an audio slot. So the only thing you really need to do to hook this thing up is to get a monitor, keyboard, and a mouse. So the great thing about the Raspberry Pi is that it works with all sorts of equipment. And it's really easy to get inexpensive equipment for the Raspberry Pi. For example, right now we're at $50 for the Pi and the case. As you can see right here, I got a great monitor from Goodwill for $7.99. So now we're at $58. And in fact, that monitor was so inexpensive and works great. I actually got 2 of them. Stay tuned. I'll show you how to go dual screen on a Raspberry Pi. But right now we're at $58. Also at Goodwill, I found brand new in the box a wireless Microsoft keyboard and a Microsoft mouse. $15. So let's see, I'm a lawyer, not an accountant, but that comes to $73. I think that's where we're at. So we're at $73, right? In addition to that, I found this. You know what this is?
What's this?
This is a mouse station. It's not even just a mouse pad. It's a mouse station. It's got a genuine leather mouse pad to it. Slides out, calculator, calculates profit and loss, lead screen, and the coolest thing about this is it has a clock, tells time in all the world time zones, tells the temperature, and has an atomic clock on it. So it sets itself. Brand new in the box at Goodwill, $5. So now we're still adding it up, and we're at $78. Now, just a couple of cords that you're going to need. You'll need an HDMI cord to go to the monitor. Now, most monitors, and that's right here, most monitors that you get like this are probably going to be either either DVI or VGA monitors. If you can, try and get a monitor that has both slots for the VGA and the DVI. As you can see right there, there's the the VGA port, and right here, the DVI port is going to look just like this on the Raspberry Pi. On the monitor. So, just so you know what you're looking for, the DVI port looks like this. It's usually white and has that slit over to the left. That's a DVI port. If you can, get a monitor with at least a DVI port. It's great if you can get one with VGA and DVI, but at least the DVI. And so you're taking care of there as far as your display. So that's your HDMI to DVI cable. And again, I'll have links below for places where you can get all the materials you need to put the computer together. Last thing you're going to need is an audio cable. I hooked this particular audio cable to an existing speaker that I already had, or a Bluetooth speaker. Since the Pi has Bluetooth, I could Bluetooth it, but I just decided to hook the cable straight to it. So the price of the 2 cables are usually around $7. So For both the HDMI cable and the audio cable, we're looking at $92. Now, the system will run just the way it is right now. But I decided to get a little excited with it and have some fun. And so we got a Logitech joystick here, USB, fits and works great with the Raspberry Pi, and it's $4. So now we're at $96, under $100, and you've put together a great system, a great desktop computer that comes with all the software you need and runs just great. And so let's plug up the Pi and see how it works.
Now, question would be, would any sort of computer speaker, a normal commercial computer speaker, work with this as well? If someone didn't want to go and kind of piecemeal it together and they had an old computer desktop and they wanted to use the external speakers, would that work?
Absolutely. You can use the external speakers that you already have. If you've got, for example, some old speakers with your old computer and want to hook those up, or you've got some speakers that you use with your cell phone. As long as it has a 3.5 millimeter audio port, it'll plug straight into the Raspberry Pi. And as you can see, the Raspberry Pi runs Linux, which is basically a free distribution of an operating system. Runs straight on the SD card. So, of course, it's shareware. If you want, you can run things from the command line, but of course, everyone's used to a graphical user interface. And the Pi has a great graphical user interface called Pixel. And as you can see, it loads straight up, and we're ready.
Now, Pixel is the operating system for the Pi, correct?
That's correct. Pixel is the graphical user interface that runs on top of Linux.
Okay.
So it's very similar to the operating system. You get Chromium, the web browser, which is an open source version of Google Chrome. Runs pretty quick. And especially when you're considering this is a $35 computer, right? So, if you want to go to CNN, it goes straight to CNN. And it's going to bring up the CNN webpage. My connection's running just a little slow here because I'm pretty far outside of my Wi-Fi signal. So any delay that you see, if at all, is just because I'm a little bit further from my Wi-Fi signal. But the great thing is there's all kinds of tools for programming. Scratch, which is programming for novice programmers or kids. Python 2 and 3. You've got Java on here, LibreOffice, which is basically all the Office suite tools similar to Microsoft Office and fully compatible with Microsoft Office. So you've got the Writer, which is like Microsoft Word, LibreOffice Math, it's like Microsoft Excel, LibreOffice Draw, it's like PowerPoint, LibreOffice Base, it's like Microsoft Access database, Internet browser, mail client, games, Minecraft Pi, Python games, and different accessories. So you've got a fully running operating system with everything you need to either open a law office, or do a small business, or even just do any personal computing right here for under $100. So that's it. Thanks for sticking with me. I suggest you go right out and get a Raspberry Pi if you like this video. Put it together for under $100. Make it a challenge, and above all, have fun. Once again, I'm Chris, the Raspberry Pi Lawyer. Thanks again.